Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the J&J Show, Season 3, Episode 12. How would God's name have we done 70 episodes? This is getting ridiculous.
70 is crazy.
We've been doing this for 3 years, so I kind of can see why. But, I don't know. Anyway, speaking of I don't know, did you, by the grace of God, expect the New York Knicks to put up 137 points last night? Because I sure as hell didn't. Absolutely
great
to
job.
ass last night. Sorry if I
great
cut
job.
you off. Go on.
Great job by the Knicks last night. I didn't watch much, but hey, I saw they were down at the start. But great job by the Knicks to come back and win that one. At least we have a team winning in MSG. We'll get to the other team later on, but the Knicks have yet to lose at MSG. The other team that we're gonna get to later hasn't won at MSG. So,
but they've also never won on the road. So,
yeah, I mean, I guess both teams are taking each other's wins. Vice versa.
They are trending in just opposite directions. But to highlight, I did watch last night's Knicks game. I wasn't able to call it because I taped College Football Frenzy at 9 o'clock, which was fun to do. I can't lie. It was great. What up, Tim Major? Good to see you. Yeah, we're just talking Knicks for about the next 5 minutes. Credit where credit is due, honestly, because this is an all New York sports show. Credit to the Knicks. They played absolutely fantastic. OG dropping 25 and 8. Cat with another double-double. Par for the course. Jalen Brunson's back to his double-double ways with 23, 10, and 7. 7 rebounds for Jalen Brunson. Some you don't expect very often. Julius Randle put up 32, but who cares? Anthony Edwards came back last night, shot 5 for 13, 3 for 7 from beyond the arc with 15 points and 5 assists. Dante DiVincenzo put up 21, shooting 7 for 15, 5 for 11. But the big name shooting-wise has to be Miles McBride, 14 points, 6 for 10, 2 for 5 from beyond the arc, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Definitely a sneaky pick for potential impact player of the game. But yeah, man, the resurgence of OG Anunoby when he's fully healthy, Jacob, it's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
how good that man is.
Yeah, OG defensively is one of the best players in the league, I'd say. He's won. Has he won DPOI a couple times? I think so.
I think he's won it once.
Yeah, once. But he's always in that conversation. So, he's been a great player for the Knicks. Big guy defensively, and the Knicks need defense, as we've seen at the end of the past couple of seasons. I mean, last year the Knicks were yelled at for defensive. I mean, Cat and Brunson were traffic cones. People were saying so.
And with Tom Thibodeau, it was not helping anything at all. I mean, it was an atrocity last year.
Yeah, but at least they had OG to at least have a bit of resemblance of defense in there somewhere. So, OG was a great signing when they signed him back, but they need the defense.
What can you do? But hey, I mean, I'll take what I can get. I was very pleased with what I saw from the Knicks last night. Their next game is going to be a little bit of an easier one as they take on the Brooklyn Nets on Sunday. I know we never talk about them, but hey, they got their first win last night. There you go.
And I bet the Pacers, so F the Nets, but
God damn it.
Yeah,
no more betting against the Nets for you, buddy.
Well, I didn't look at the Pacers injury report. I didn't know half the team was shattered, so
Halliburton's out. That's really all you need.
Well, it was half the team, so.
But anyway, to sum things up, another great win for the Knicks. Undefeated at home. Unfortunately, as we transcend into the Tri-State Hockey update, another team at the Garden is not as lucky. Jacob, what do we got?
Yeah, as I was alluding to earlier, the Rangers have yet to win at the Garden. They even went back to the start of the season ways on Tuesday night. It's a shutout at home yet again. They lose to the Hurricanes 3-0. I mean, you can't really blame Igor much these days. I mean, the only game I said this year you fans can blame him on is the Sharks game where the Rangers actually keep out. But yeah, you're not going to win a hockey game if you don't score. So Rangers need to pick up the scoring at home. They need to get a win at home. They're sitting currently dead last in the Metro, believe it or not. Them, Washington, and Florida are neck and neck for the last couple spots.
Discussed this yesterday. The NHL is at an absolutely wild place right now. Hell, Jacob, I'm going to ask you one question not involving the three teams. Can you tell me off the top of your head who leads the NHL in plus minus?
Yeah, I think I've seen this man's name around Twitter a couple times as of late. That would be everyone's favorite Ranger captain in team history, Jacob Trouba. If I'm not
Jacob
wrong.
fucking Trouba leads the league in plus minus. Yeah. Like I said, just an out of whack start to the season. But take us through the other two teams, ones that actually know how to score goals and win at home.
Well, I mean, the Islanders lost in a shootout, aka after
That's a
regulation.
given. It's a shootout. It's a given.
Yeah, it's a loser point for them. The Devils sit atop the Metro still with 18. I mean, the Metro is only a 4-point difference from bottom to top, so anything is possible, and it's just the beginning of the young season. Islanders sit 6th in the Metro, 14 points like the Rangers, 6-5-2. Take on Minnesota tomorrow on Friday, and then Saturday we get our first tri-state head-to-head matchup: Rangers and Isles at the Garden.
Absolutely no one will be watching because we've got college football on Saturday.
Yeah, that is true, and not even that. It's you're playing at the Garden, so like I don't even know if
this would be the game for them to get their first home win because they flat out own the Islanders recently. I mean, how they put up 9 goals in a meaningless game.
Yeah, and that's the reason they don't have Schaefer. So,
what can you do? Nah, the Rangers would have found a way to ruin him. Let's be honest. So they're the worst development team ever. But anyway, that basically sums it up for the Tri-State Hockey update. Instead of doing college football, first we're going to do college football at the back because this NFL segment is about to get fucking insane. A day ending in Y, and it's another drunk week in the NFL. But before we get to the drunk NFL week, I do have a bit of a positive because I completely glossed over baseball. Now, honest to God, credit where credit is due. Shout out to the Los Angeles Dodgers for winning back-to-back World Series. I mean, Jacob, what did you think about that game?
Game 7, man, this was a really good series between both the Jays and the Dodgers. I got to give credit to the Jays as much as I don't want to, but, they had a really good postseason. Congrats to them. I mean, they were inches away from a championship many times. I mean, you could say the Clement flyout where Pajes had no idea where Kike was. What else? There was a play before that. Oh, Will Smith barely getting his toe back on the plate.
Yeah.
Some fans are saying it's rigged, but I don't. Even as a Yankees fan, I'd even if it's a division rival, I still don't think that because it's clearly Smith got his foot on the bag. My opinion, I don't know. Some say otherwise, but
the thing that is crazy about that World Series is that we do have ourselves a King of the Week, and yes, it comes from the World Series. For the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a tie for King of the Week. It was decided between Brock Bowers, and we'll get to him in a minute, and Miguel Rojas. And to not a surprise in the world, when the tiebreaker went to the ESM panel, it was a clean sweep. 14-0. Ladies and gentlemen, the well-deserved King of the Week, and the reason that Toronto still has a championship drought is none other than Miguel fucking Rojas. I mean, I've got nothing to say. This is ridiculous. Yeah. This is absolutely ridiculous. But that is the magic of baseball. And that basically sums up the King of the Week award. Congratulations to Miguel Rojas. But as we get back to the drunk NFL week, guess what, Jacob? More history was made. Because not only did we have ourselves the first ever tie for King of the Week, on the other side, oh boy, we had ourselves the first ever back-to-back lol cow of the week. Congratulations to, you guessed it, the Cincinnati Bengals again. Take us through that just Sunday extravaganza.
Shoot,
between
I didn't.
the
I didn't
Bears
even know
and the
this game
Bengals.
was really that crazy. I mean, T. Higgins, man, every week does his job. He earns his Sunday, as Scott Hansen would say on Red Zone. He earns his Sunday. But the Bengals defense, man, who's the DC over there? I
Al
think.
Golden.
Yeah, I think it's one of your guys over there.
So
Wasn't he?
I just want to share some real quick before you get into the recap. Al Golden is the defensive coordinator of the Cincinnati Bengals. Guess who is the new play caller for the Cleveland Browns? Tommy Reese.
Oh yeah.
Notre Dame has sent 2 former coordinators to Ohio football to get payback on the fucking Buckeyes. You can't convince me otherwise. They're ruining Ohio football. I'm telling you, they are. But yeah, take us through this absolute extravaganza of a football game.
So back and forth. I mean, it really is the last couple minutes of this game that get crazy. But Colson Loveland finally found his what can we say, his webbing or whatever they call it. He finally found his area. He got a lot of targets on Sunday. Same. We'll talk about Kyleman. I'll talk about Kyleman Menungai in a second. Shout
out Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers as well. Menungai, crazy day for him. But yeah, Colson Loveland, crazy day for him. Bears, Ben Johnson, great job by them. The Bengals defense, man, Zach Taylor, the team as a whole. I don't know. Maybe Taylor needs to go.
How do you not fire Zach Taylor? Like,
Taylor
seriously.
needs to go. Really needs to go.
He should have been fired last year when they missed the playoffs. I mean, that was the biggest fuck up of them all. And the crazy thing is they would have made the playoffs if they didn't lose to the goddamn New England Patriots in week 1.
Bro, I'm looking at the stats now. Joe Flacco had almost 500 passes.
Joe Flacco had 470 yards. And it was 41-27 in the final 2 minutes. Like, seriously. It's unbelievable. And the Bengals came back. They recovered an onside kick, for the love of God. Yet it wasn't enough. It somehow wasn't enough. Another day goes by. Another just mind-boggling loss for the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, what is there to say? But the drunkenness continued throughout the NFL. You know how we like to talk about the Bengals always shitting the bed? Well, it's a day ending in Y, and the Dallas Cowboys have embarrassed themselves on yet another primetime game. How about them? The Seahawks embarrassed the Commanders. The Bills beat the Chiefs again in the regular season. The Jaguars beat the Raiders in overtime, where Geno Smith looked like a mix of Joe Montana and Jamarcus Russell at the same time. Your boy, J.J. McCarthy, in his return to the great state of Michigan, won his first game back against the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I had to face him in our league. Good thing I won still,
though. Yeah, I lost this week. In fact, I got my ass kicked in this week.
By the real gunslingers.
Because of course they did. Fucking Drake London put up 33 goddamn points. No, more than that. T. Higgins put up 33 goddamn points.
Who do you play this week?
Who do I play this week? I played the punching bag.
Hit and Charlie, who are 1-8.
I play the punching bag. Yet they have incredible matchups this week.
Kamara's horrible, though.
Yeah, Kamara probably won't play. Their bench sucks. They do have a lot of people on bye, but hey. So do I. And Chris Godwin's been ruled out. Fantastic. The injuries keep piling up for my team. The Carolina Panthers beat the Packers 16-13. The Broncos beat the Texans in an absolutely ugly game. The Patriots beat the Falcons because the Falcons came back but couldn't make a goddamn extra point. The Steelers beat the Colts after the Steelers fans had a funeral for the defense. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about, but I did think it was very, very funny. And then finally, the Chargers beat the Titans. So not a big surprise. No big surprise this week, except the what happened at MetLife Stadium. Jacob, I tried to warn you, bro. I seriously tried to warn you. And to say that I'm disappointed with the New York Giants this week is an understatement. Now, I'm not disappointed in the team. I saw this coming. You know who I'm really disappointed in? the New York Giants fan base. I told you the Niners fans were going to take that place over. And what did they do? They ran the Giants fans out of their own goddamn building. Jacob, man, this is pathetic from the Giants fans.
What are you gonna do? It's 2-7. Scat gets hurt. Nobody's got interest anymore.
You clowned the Rams when they do this at SoFi. They honestly did it worse at MetLife Stadium. Pathetic. Absolute. I told you the Niner fan base runs deep, and no one wanted to listen to me. You gave me hope for the first drive. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. We have ourselves some breaking news. Ex-NFL star Antonio Brown has been arrested on an attempted murder charge. Well, you're officially going to prison for the rest of your life. Anyway, what did you think about this game?
Was this true? No, it's definitely not true.
What's not true?
No, I don't know. This guy tweeted that AJ DeBanza got suspended for the first half of the team's game. I don't know if I don't think that's true, but they're not playing anyone anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, and Arkansas found a head coach. That's what this is.
They found it's not Petrino anymore?
Ross Dillinger. I'm pretty sure this guy's lethal. Oh wait, no,
Thank
he's not.
you, God. It's
no, he's not. No, this is not.
Oh, Ross Dillinger? Yeah, it's not real. Anyway, yeah, just take me through your thoughts on this game.
I mean, the Giant. I blame this one on Bowen personally. I mean, Dart's doing everything he can. He's almost getting killed out there. I'm pretty sure they ran like 4 straight QB draws at one point in like at late stages. But one thing I saw a lot on social media this past week is people are complaining on the Niners' first touchdown, I believe it was, is how the best player on their team goes in untouched. My dad almost basically crashed out when he saw it. But Christian McCaffrey gets a 5-yard dump off untouched for a touchdown, which I don't know why the Giants aren't doubling him. I don't care if it's a D tackle and a lineman, just double him at any point.
You're telling me, man.
Yeah, I mean, Niners really don't have any other weapons besides him and Kittle. But with Mac Jones, Kendrick Bourne becomes a weapon. But yeah, besides the McCaffrey and Kittle, really for the most part, Kittle hasn't really done much this season. The Niners don't have that many crazy quality weapons, but the Giants defense couldn't defend any of them apparently. Deontay Banks still needs to go. That dude's been horrible ever since they drafted him. I guess Maryland doesn't produce good defensive players, so.
Yeah, I mean.
That's all I got to say, really. I mean, the Giants are going to get whooped again this weekend, so I really don't care anymore.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. I mean, clearly, since you have really nothing to say about this, we are going to open up the calls early on this stream because I know that there's going to be a lot of talk between everybody, and I honestly cannot wait to hear this. So, for those of you that are watching, the number is on the screen, 914-158-458-1596. The number is on the screen. And Jets fans, if you're listening, I know you've got something to say. So dial up that number expeditiously because this is going to be a long, long season for the Jets fans. And I personally cannot wait for it. But yeah, man, an absolute fire sale by the New York Jets. What did you think about this?
My take on this is it's smart.
I think it's smart, but I feel like they went way further than we expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect Sauce, which I did.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. To make matters worse, you're dealing with a situation where you've officially traded your franchise player, well, not both your franchise players, and you're dealing now with a situation that you have to withstand the thought of going through another 5-year plan. It feels like you just did this 5 years ago, and now here you are doing it again. Remember this team had a winning record in 2022? I remember.
They started off mad crazy that year.
Yeah, and then they lost to the Bills and have not recovered since.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets are on the downward spiral of downward spirals. But what do you think about, and to go back to the Giants a bit, are you a little bit disappointed they didn't sell off anybody?
Yeah, I'm disappointed that Deontay Banks is still on my team.
That is pretty justified because they are just. He has to be one of the worst corners I've ever seen in fantasy, in the history of the NFL. The fact that he is still on the team and you guys have had just the luck of. There's been busts all over the place with this organization, but I mean, it's unbelievable. A little bit quiet. Surprised how quiet the phone lines are. I'll give it another few minutes. But the other big moves to talk about with the trade deadline was what did you think about the Jacoby Myers trade to the Jaguars?
Hey, I mean the Jaguars are still a possible contender due since they have a good record and the other teams in that division aren't that crazy. I like it. Liam Cohen has done a solid job so far. I mean, they coming off a close win against the Raiders, but if their defense gets a little better throughout the next couple weeks, they can go on a nice winning streak. They have three. Oh, actually, I didn't see that game, but the three of their next four games are winnable. And I'm saying the Tex at Houston, at Arizona, and at Tennessee. So that can be 8-4 or 8-4 right there, and they're in a prime playoff spot if that follows suits.
It does follow suit. Also, the other trade that I feel like a lot of people weren't talking about is Jalen Phillips to Philly. I feel like people are overreacting a little bit with that trade.
Yeah, my thoughts on that is Howie Roseman is a bum.
A bum in a good way or a bad way?
I hate him, but he does his job well.
Yeah, he's a pretty good GM. He's basically doing what Les Snead would do, except make a fuck ton more trades.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, the call-in box is they're finally calling the right number. All right, I think we got ourselves a Jets fan. Let's see how this goes. What is going on, my guy?
Yo.
What's going on?
I'm calling to talk about the New York Jets.
All right, let's hear it. I know you got a lot to say. Fire away.
I'm surprised about the trades. I think that we actually won the Sauce Gardner trade, that the Colts gave up way too much for him.
I agree.
I think as a big Sauce fan, he's been pretty mid since his rookie year.
I agree. Do you feel like the return of Adonai Mitchell is serviceable?
I don't think it does anything for us.
I mean, you are aware that you now have. What do you think about the Jets not trading Breece Hall?
I'll get to that, but
Okay.
I do think that they could have got more for Quentin Williams.
You do. What do you think they could have gotten?
Well, I mean, they got the first round pick, but I feel like they also could have got like another pick at least later in the draft.
Do you think that which trade shocks you more, Sauce Gardner or Quentin Williams?
Sauce Gardner, 100%.
Did you think there was like any shot in hell that Sauce was going to get traded?
No way.
What was going through your mind when that came out after you like my thing is why would you trade him after you just extended him?
That's what. Yeah, I was shocked, but I like. It's not like the Jets are winning anything. We're not for a few years. Sauce has been pretty mid since his rookie year. As much as I like the guy, I think we won the trade. 2 first-round picks. We win that all day.
I agree. And you're getting a serviceable wide receiver too in Adonai Mitchell, who is better than a lot of people think. The problem is a lot of people
I
will
was
remember him because he fumbled the ball against the Rams. Still a very young and talented player, and I think he's only going to get better. Now, since you're a Jets fan, I got to ask, what is the plan for the future? Like, specifically this upcoming draft. You have, what, 2 first-round picks in this year's draft? 3 first-round picks?
this year 2, next year 2.
Yeah, you've got 4 first-round picks in the next 2 years. That's
Yeah,
pretty.
it's 5.
Oh, what's the 5th?
They have 3 next year.
Oh, that's right. They do have 3 next year. In a much loaded QB, a much more loaded class. Wow. So it
Yeah, I was
seems
just
like
first to get back to Brees Hall.
go right ahead.
The Jets doing what they did, I was surprised. I think they should have just traded everyone. Jermaine Johnson, get him out. Brees Hall, get him out. I get not trading Garrett Wilson, but at that point, just clean house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but the biggest
It's
thing
like
for
you're not.
me is like, why would you? I understand the thought of wanting to keep all your guys and keep guys the cornerstones like Sauce and Quinn and Williams, but like, how
Yeah,
could you
but
not find any suitors for Jermaine Johnson and Brees Hall? Like, that was the one that really shocked me. You traded the guys that no one thought you were going to trade, yet the guys that everyone thought you were going to trade, you held on to.
I thought for sure Brees Hall was going to get traded.
Where would you have traded him if you were put in the GM's position? Where would you send Brees Hall?
I think Brees Hall is 100% worth a first round pick for other teams. Like I know the Chiefs offered the 3rd round pick. I
Fourth
think
round pick they offered.
yeah. I saw something about, I don't know if it was true, the Patriots offering a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, I mean,
But
3rd round pick and 4th round picks are probably reasonable.
I thought that he was probably going to get traded to the Chargers.
That's fair.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Why would the Chargers trade from? They just got 2 running backs. They got a young stud in Amari Hampton who's coming back in a couple weeks, and a serviceable backup in Kamani Vidal. So why would the Chargers trade for him?
Yeah, I was just.
I get it.
Stuff.
It's hard to be a couch GM. It really is. Like, people think that it's the easiest job in the world. No, like if you actually get in depth with it, it's honestly like Jacob. You could probably agree with me. Being a couch GM is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to evaluating everybody. But and this is the final thing I'm going to ask you before we keep the show moving. Is Aaron Glenn a one and done?
I hope that he is, but I do think that the Jets will hold on to him for another year.
If he does get fired, who do you want to replace him?
Couldn't tell you.
Who do you want the Jets to take with the first? If they end up with the first overall pick, who do you want the Jets to draft? Are you going quarterback? Or are you going defense? Like, what's the move here?
As much as I love Caleb Downs, I think you got to go for a quarterback.
Do you think that Mendoza is the best QB right now in the draft, or do you think that it could eventually be Ty Simpson?
I think Ty Simpson has the potential to be the best, to be the number 1 quarterback drafted in the draft.
Right, that makes sense. Well, anyways, I appreciate your call, man. Thank you for your time. Sorry if did I cut you off again? That's on me.
Yeah, everyone's saying that this quarterback from Oregon is the real deal. I just don't see it.
Don't listen to him. I like Dante Moore, but not that much. He's good, but he's not that good. Well, anyways, thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this call. You are the longest call in the history of our show. Congratulations. But
all right.
Have yourself a good rest of your night, and prayers up to you and all the other Jet fans.
All right, I'll see you, JJ.
Take care. Fucking 7-minute calling. That's Jet fans for you. I mean, I asked for long calls from Jet fans. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much all the time we have for call-ins. Let's keep the show moving if that's the case. Going back to the NFL this weekend, I'm going to pull up the pick'em right now, and I'm pretty sure I embarrassed myself again with the pick'em.
I have to do
That
the
surprise.
standings. Oh, I need to see these.
Right, right.
Let's see.
But to move on to the next thing, this week's schedule is kind of insane. I'll be honest. Where is it? Standard. Oh, wait, this is college. I'm an idiot.
Okay, so we have the NFL record in.
We do? Great.
Yeah.
Hit me.
9-7.
God damn, I sucked.
No, that was RJ's. I'll do yours now.
Let me see mine.
1-0.
Drop down in the comments if you think you could do better than me and pick them. The answer is you can't. Simple as that.
I don't know what you're mad at yourself for.
How did I do?
I have 11-4.
I'll take it.
I'll do this college one while we do these.
Yeah. Oh, let's get this started with the Raiders and Broncos.
Yeah, this should be the Broncos all day. I mean, Bo Nix's look solid. They got a nice comeback win on the road in Houston last week, so we'll go with the Broncos.
The Broncos. I'm going to roll with Denver again. They're red hot right now. Kind of hard for me to go against them. We're back to the international games. At 9:30 a.m. The Falcons and the Colts playing in Berlin, Germany, in Deutschland. I'm going with the Colts to win this one.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. Yeah, I think they get it done.
Should be relatively easy. Next up, we've got the Giants and the Bears. How long is it going to take for Caps to finally snap out of it?
It might be this week. Plus 180 isn't that bad. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't care if they go 2-15. I still pick my team on these. But I mean, I think the Bears are gonna run away with it. But I'm just gonna pick the Giants. I'm picking the Giants on our pick 'em.
I'll take
But
the Bears.
I don't think I feel like I have Monunga in our league, and I hope he runs the table this week.
Next up, Bills and Dolphins.
Yeah, another game that serving this week justice for being absolutely dog water. Give me the Bills to win that one, and yeah,
pretty easy one there.
and
Ravens and Vikings.
Well, and I agree with your comment. This is the first one. Bears money line is a lock this week.
Yes, Matthew. Yes, well, you missed phone time, but I can easily go back to it after the pick'em is done. Because you can rave about Syracuse football again. Everybody wants to. But I'm going with the Ravens. But this is a sneaky game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm going to go with the Ravens here as well. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings pull this one out.
All right. Next up is the Browns and the Jets.
Now, there's a reason there's 73% for the Cleveland Browns. And I agree with them. I'm going with the Browns.
Me too. Pats and the Bucks. Oh, I'm getting a call. Back on. We'll take this on a pause. What's going on?
Sound off.
Yeah, I knew exactly who that was. He was trying to tell me about the Mets, and I couldn't load it in on time. Yeah, I knew exactly who that was. Anyway, back to pick'ems.
Okay. This is a really good game. This is probably a game of the week for the NFL, I'd say this week.
Mm-hmm.
If we're the Cleveland Browns, I'm gonna go with.
Welling has been talking about that meme for God knows how
It's
long.
so funny. It's so funny.
He loves it.
Uh, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Bucks at home. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks home. I feel like the Bucks are a really good team. The Patriots are also a really good team, but I don't know if the Patriots are. This is the not make or break. That's not what I'm
It's
trying to
one
say.
of the make or break games for them.
It could be, but I also think it's like are they a for realsy or a not
Or a
not a
fraudsy.
realsy or a fraudsy? Yeah.
Fraudsy. I think they're a for realsy, but I don't think they're an elite team yet.
Because don't forget, this is the
I'll
same
make
team that
that.
lost to the Raiders week 1.
Let's see. Who is at the door? Who? Must have been raining pretty bad, or it must just be kind of dark and cloudy. Anyway, back to the show. I've got Tampa Bay winning this one. But it's going to be close. It's going to be a tight game. I think that Baker Mayfield's going to finally have a game where he doesn't look like a 10-year-old kid that's lost on the street in the middle of a traffic jam. I think he's due to finally show out. Next up is the Saints and the Panthers. Now, the Saints have been playing some scrappy football as of late, but not good enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Panthers here. It's kind of an easy pick.
Yeah.
Personally.
Next is a very strange game indeed. The Jags and the Texans. Now, no QB has had better success against the Jacksonville Jaguars than Davis Mills. So brace yourselves, because this might get interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags anyways. I feel like their defense is still solid, and they'll get enough to get past Davis Mills.
All right. Next up, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville as well. Actually, nah, I'll go Houston for the culture. Cardinals and Seahawks.
Yeah, this is the Seahawks. They're actually a really good team this year.
I don't think they're that good. I think they're fraudulent.
Darnold was crazy in that game.
Darnold is gone crazy, but who have the Seahawks beat? The Steelers. That's it.
Steelers are a solid team.
They're solid, but they're not elite. Seahawks win, Cardinals cover. Rams and the Niners.
Wow.
At 4:25 p.m. You can tune into my Twitter at 4:25 p.m. for a live watch party with me on the Rams-Niners game. Yes, bring all the smoke. I'm bringing all you fuckers up during commercial break, so bring all the heat you have. I will be doing the entire game, even if it's a blowout. I will do the whole fucking game. Man of my word, and the Rams are going to win. But why are we minus 230? That is very concerning.
Yeah, because you're on the road and the Niners.
I don't like this at all. I didn't see the spread.
Yeah, I'm going with your team here. Actually, I'm going with the Rams on this one.
Oh no, another sweep for the Rams. This is not good.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised
What's
if
the spread? What's the spread? What's the spread? Oh, I can't even take the Niners spread. It's only 5.5. Yeah, I think the Rams will win, but it's gonna be a close game. Lions and Commanders. This is the opposite of a close game.
Yes, the Lions. Prayers to Daniels, though. That's
would not be shocked, however, if the Lions lost to Marcus Mariota.
Lost to JJ McCarthy.
Who also lost JJ McCarthy. Who also got gobsmacked by the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
What was their other loss? That's only 2.
The
Chiefs.
Chiefs, yeah.
But I think Detroit gets a bounce back win.
But they did beat Baltimore on the road, though, with Lamar.
They are undefeated in the state of Maryland. Let's see if it continues. But I'm going with the Lions. Next up is the Steelers and Chargers. It's not the Empire Sports Media Game of the Week as Pat's Bucks is, but this is a fun one to do. And if you know me, you know who I'm taking on this one.
Yeah, your favorite team besides the Rams.
The Sellers, baby.
Yeah. This is a close one, honestly. The Steelers' pass defense might be the worst pass defense ever.
It's pretty bad.
It's ever created.
Well, no, the Bengals defense exists.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I don't, do the Bengals allow almost 300 passing, 300 whatever's a game, passing yards a game?
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, they give up
They
30
probably
points
do.
a game.
No, where's the Bengals? Are the Bengals on bye this week?
Yes.
They are. Wow.
Thank
Good for them.
God.
Good for them.
Thank
But yeah,
God.
let's see. I just want to look at this real quick. Passing yards, yeah, not as much as the Steelers though. 260 for the Bengals, 278 for the Steelers. So yeah, I think the Chargers are going to take a lot of shots to the end zone on this one. That's why I'm still debating DK or Quentin Johnston this week. But I'm going to go with the Chargers because I think the pass is going to be really effective for them. I think it might be too much for the Steelers. And our Chargers defense is solid, so I'm going with the home team on this one.
All right.
Celebrity Antonio Brown arrested on the attempt for shooting after celebrity. Damn, it took him that long to get him.
Wow.
They said that I'm pretty sure that happened like weeks ago.
Well then. And finally, the Eagles Packers.
This is a tough one, low key. I'm going with the Eagles. Frick it.
I'm gonna go with the Birds. The Packers have been mighty fraudulent to start the season.
Yeah, and they just barely scored against the Panthers and lost. So
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, that sums it up for the NFL pick'em as we now jump over to the college football side of things.
We have more to talk about in the college football side too now.
We do have more to talk about on the side of college football. LOL, Miami Hurricanes. These bastards did it again. How is this even remotely possible? I mean, I truly believe that they are the Toronto Maple Leafs of the of college football.
Yeah,
they always get so close to finally getting it done, and they shit the bed every time.
Yeah,
in hilarious fashion, by the way.
I don't know. Maybe Mario Cristobal. Who knows?
Mario Cristobal is the oh my God, it's a good example of a losing coach. Oh my God, who the former coach of the Wild and Canucks? I can't remember his name.
Bruce Boudreau.
Bruce Boudreau, yes, he is the Bruce Boudreau of college football. Every time he gets to a barbecue, like they're just fucked. But also, we get to laugh at Georgia Tech for finally shitting the bed. I'm not going to talk too much about college football because we did get into that on the College Football Frenzy show. We are going to jump, however, to the college football rankings from this weekend. And
The
Jacob,
committee
I know
rankings, that is actually, to clarify.
the committee rankings, yes. I know you have a lot to say about these rankings. I'm about to pull them up right now on screen. And I got to say, I'm a little bit disappointed with the committee, but I'm not that mad at them. So here are this week's rankings. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, first, I'm be kind of a bitch to you and call your team out. Somehow they went up by barely beating BC. Putting that out there.
Ref ball. It was absolute ref ball the entire game. We should have beat them by 40 points.
Yeah, sure. Almost lost. But anyways, shout out to Washington for being ranked. OSU has another ranked one now. Same with Texas. That Texas one's looking better now. But Oregon goes down 3, which I'm a little surprised at. Maybe not, but going.
I mean, I feel like they've been kind of overrated this year.
Yeah, maybe a little. They have another tough test Saturday at Iowa, so we'll see how.
Shout out to Iowa for getting ranked.
Yeah, Iowa 20. Shout out to them. What's their quarterback's name? He's actually a really good QB.
Mark Gronowski.
Yeah, he's good at running. He's not a good throwing quarterback, but. Yeah, Missouri 22, they're hanging in there. I don't think they're going to get to the playoff this year, even though them and the team at 16, Vandy. It sucks that Vandy lost this Saturday to Texas. I mean, I didn't think they weren't going to. I look-y thought they didn't have that much of a chance going in. If it was home, maybe it would be a totally different story. But They almost got it at the end. A missed field goal cost them the game. But BYU, another team. Another team that is doing pretty good this year. 7, Texas Tech as well at 8. But the top 3, some say you could change that around a lot of different ways.
What do you have to say to the people that wanted to put Indiana at number 1?
I mean, in my opinion, besides the Oregon game, who has Indiana beat? Cool.
I say this all the time. Like Joe Buck said this best. To be the champ, you gotta knock him out.
That's Joe Davis.
You cannot. Joe Davis.
That was Joe
wrong
Davis.
Joe. Damn,
Come on.
I'm done for the week. Anyway, by the way, I was once again in college football. I was one leg away from winning. Guess who sold me again?
What, Iowa State?
Because they lost to Arizona State. Jeff Sims is my mortal enemy. I'm convinced. Yeah. It's not even Sam Levitt. This is Jeff Sims who's doing this to me. And I should have known. When I took him a few years ago with Nebraska to beat Georgia Southern, they lost that game in Lincoln. I should have known Jeff Sims was just not the guy.
Oh, wait, he was QB for what, Nebraska?
Nebraska, and they lost to Georgia Southern at home. I also missed that parlay by one leg because of Nebraska. Nebraska is a team I will never bet on ever again.
But yeah, anyway, going back to IU for a moment. Hey, I guess they're not ranked, but they put a total halt to the UCLA hype train by beating them by 50. So I guess that's another little bump you could say.
I was dumb enough to take the UCLA spread of 27.5.
Yeah, but OSU has beaten Washington 23, Texas, who's now climbing up to 11. Who else? OSU's got a nice little resume themselves. I love the people on Twitter that hype up, Bama, the one Twitter account that hyped Bama up for beating South Carolina, but didn't give a crap when OSU beat preseason number 1 and preseason number 2. So
here's the situation, Jacob, and I mean this as much as I can. If you, by the grace of God,
what you're gonna say, we don't need to
fucking lose to Michigan, you're out of the top 10. Period. End of story. If you lose to Michigan, this is the weakest Michigan team I've ever seen. You're out of the top 5 if you lose. Don't fuck it up.
Obviously.
Do not fuck this up. Unless you want to mess with think about this though. If you guys do lose to Michigan and you'll drop down to number 7, you got BYU and Indiana the first 2 rounds. Guess who's got that road right now?
You.
We do. We have another one. Y'all thought last year was bad. This is worse. And this is why I love the college football playoff. Yeah. No matter what happens, people will still bitch about it. What will the rankings and college football chaos deliver to our doorsteps this week? I have no idea. Also, shout out Marquise Lightfoot for single-handedly costing his team the season by being a fucking idiot.
Yo, no way this is true.
What do you mean?
UMBC beat Penn State in basketball?
Penn State, York. Not the actual Penn State. Penn State,
York. Oh my God.
I know what you're thinking. Yes, that happened.
Bruh.
But anyway, to sum it all back up, the biggest takeaway that I have is that Marquise Lightfoot is an idiot, and he single-handedly cost his team the game.
I kind of don't know that name, but I've heard it a lot. What team is he?
He's the guy that he's a defensive lineman. He hit Kevin Jennings after the whistle blew.
That guy. Oh, yes, I remember him now.
And then, of course, the 100 pass that Carson Beck throws is an interception. Fantastic. But anyway, let's get into this week's games. Now, I already made my picks, so this is going to be all you making your picks this time. So, the eyes of college football are upon you. I'll stop. That was terrible. Yeah. right now you've got yourself all the eye in the storm. As we're going to start off with Southern Mississippi versus Arkansas State. Shout out to the Golden Eagles for having themselves an incredible season. At 6-2, taking on the 5-4 Arkansas State Red Wolves. Mr. Kaplan, who we got?
I like to shout out Frank Gore Jr. for the Auntie Chill meme years ago. So Southern Miss always has a tough spot, a good spot in the college football world. So we're running with them for that reason only. Because of Frank Gore Jr.
I agree. Next up, we've got Jacksonville State and UTEP.
What are these games? Oh my god. Yeah, Jacksonville State.
Next up, we have A&M versus Missouri.
This is a good game. I feel like this could be a small trap game for A&M going into Mizzou, but I still think they come out on top, even because they've played in such tough environments this year, and they've managed to get the job done in each of them. So I'm going with the Aggies.
Next up, we've got Oregon versus Iowa. Probably the sneakiest game of the weekend.
Yeah, it's just a sneaky game of the week. This is a really big game for Jankowski and what's the guy's name? Kirk Ferentz, I think is how you say it.
Kirk Ferentz, yeah.
Big game for them. This could be a history or a program changing one for them possibly, but I still think landing in the Ducks get it done. Yeah, I heard it's going to be raining, so we might get a lot of running on Saturday, but I still think the Ducks get it done.
I mean, we all know what they say, right? Even though it's in Iowa, it never rains in Autzen Stadium. Iowa State and TCU.
Yeah, TCU. I hope Iowa State tramples the rest of the year.
Kansas versus Arizona.
Yeah, this is Arizona. I feel like Arizona, Fafita, they're still a solid team, even though they're 5-3. I don't know how they're shaping up in whatever conference they are, though.
Big 12, which is Chaos Conference that I like to call it.
They might have a shot still. Actually, that's BYU's conference. Never mind.
Wake Forest, Virginia.
I'm going with the Cavs here. They're having a really good year. 14. I mean, the ACC is loaded. Well, actually, it's not. But I'm thinking of who's at the top of that right now. And
Georgia Tech, them.
Yeah.
SMU's back in the mix.
They might have a shot still. Okay, so they might have a shot making the playoffs still. So I think they continue that high road.
Yeah. FSU and Clemson.
Now, I want to say first this Florida State's been horrible this year, obviously. Castellanos, Norwell should probably get fired, but I want to go over to Clemson for a second. They got absolutely hoed last week. If you saw it, JJ, I don't know if you did.
I did, but it doesn't matter. So I gave a 45 goddamn points.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but I mean, they definitely pretty much had the game won, in my opinion. So, but I'm going with the Seminoles here. But man, Clemson got hoed last week, and I'm standing on that. I don't know how that was defensive PI, but what are you gonna do?
Derek, I didn't lose you. You were saying?
Yeah, I'm going Florida State.
Jacob.
Hello?
Anyway, what he was trying to say was that people didn't know whether or not Virginia was able to keep the ball rolling. Well, Virginia is number 11 in the playoff right now, so they are. There you are, finally.
Yeah, FSU on this one, if you couldn't hear me.
I could not hear you at all. And finally, I believe there's one more game left. Nebraska and UCLA.
I think low-key UCLA gets this one done because without Raiola, I don't know if Nebraska's going to be good. So I'm going
that
with
game is going to suck. You know what's not going to suck? The Empire Sports Media Game of the Week. BYU, Texas Tech at 12 o'clock on Saturday. Yeah, here on Empire Sports Media.
This is going to be a crazy game. These odds are actually nuts.
Dead even. This is kind of insane.
Actually though, but man, where does A&M play or A&M? Where's Tech play again?
Lubbock.
Yeah.
Lubbock, Texas.
It's gonna be rocking in Lubbock or Reebok. Yeah, Reebok. We're gonna call it Reebok. Yeah.
Tortillas will be flying all over the place.
Yeah, even though they told them to stop that, which is actually
they'll never stop it.
They'll never stop that. But yeah, I'm going to go with Texas Tech to give BYU their first loss of the year. I don't know if BYU is going to has played in an atmosphere like this besides their own at home. But yeah, I think this could be a crazy year for Tech in the playoffs. I think they get a huge win over number 7. It's going to be crazy good for their resume. Give me the Red Raiders.
I love it. Great picks, Caps. Now, it is the moment you've all been waiting for what could potentially be for the final time, the New York State High School football preview. It's playoff time, finally. Caps, take us through how things are looking in the independent league or whatever the hell it's called.
We are championship game bound. Here we go. Saturday night. Panis got their ass whooped by Peekskill. So it's TZ going to Peekskill Saturday at 6. I think it's going to be a good game. TZ kind of barely snuck by Albertus, even though that game lasted over 2 different days and might have been the most offensive football game I've ever watched. But hey, TZ's ready. It's gonna be a good game. We'll see what happens. Peekskill did beat them though this season by a point.
1 point.
Single point.
1 point. Now we do have a couple. I do have some playoff. I think there's one playoff game that's going on right now, and that is between Beacon and Wallkill. And right now, Beacon holds a firm 22-20 lead. As I pull up the games for this upcoming week, it's gonna be I think this is a playoff game. Is my thought. I mean, it could just be week 10. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Oh no, this is definitely playoff weekend. So these are the playoff games as of right now for Section 9. By the way, just to recap what happened last week, the Goldbacks got their fucking asses handed to them. It was an absolute slaughter. 49-14 by Monroe Woodbury. I mean, this game wasn't even close. They take on Valley Central. My condolences to Valley Central. They're going to get steamrolled by the Crusaders. I have Goshen beating New Paltz. That shouldn't be much of a surprise. Newburgh's going to beat the crap out of Middletown. Red Hook's going to get smoked by Port. Give me Dover over Highland, Cornwall over Warwick, and give me Minnesink over Lords after Lords got an upset win over Washingtonville. Then on Saturday, that's not a playoff game, unfortunately. O'Neill got eliminated from the playoffs. Give me the red-hot Saugerty Sawyers to beat Marlboro. They've been just firing on all cylinders right now, and I think they're going to get it done once again. But, Jacob, for the Section 1 playoffs, it gets very interesting. Starting on Friday with Scarsdale versus John Jay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you went to one of John Jay's games, if I'm not wrong.
did. I saw them play New Rochelle.
Yeah, John Jay, they've been on a heater this season, and I think it continues. Give me John Jay. This could be a blowout. I have no idea, but from the looks of it, John Jay seems to be a pretty tough team to play going into the playoffs. So I'm going with John Jay.
I like it. And then for Saturday, I think they have a couple of games worth. Never mind. I guess
I don't even think either of those games. I don't even think the Panthers game's happening.
Are we in championship weekend already?
I think it's next week that the playoffs are.
I don't know how Section 1 does it. But yeah, very quick high school preview. I mean, not much is really going on. But yeah, like I said, not a big surprise in Section 9. It's going to be just blowouts among blowouts, and then Newburgh gets their ass kicked in the Section 9 championship by the new juggernaut Monroe Woodbury Crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to wrap it up for another episode of the J&J Show. For Jacob Kaplan, I'm JJ Seglia for the 70th time saying so long and have a great rest of your day. Peace out, everyone.